Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 24th of September. Now, of course, if you are new, please consider subscribing. Hit those like buttons as well, guys, and please comment down below. We chat to each other here and let each other know what's happening around the world because we all come from different parts of the world on my channel here. Now, first off, a little bit of admin. Cheers, guys. I have got my coffee. Need my coffee this morning. First off, oh yes, as predicted, it was always going to come. I got a strike on my video the other day. I'm pretty sure it was my video on the 24th where I was wearing the peppermint green top with the flowers on it. I'm pretty sure it's that video because I did talk about a lot of things in that video. So I got a strike. It could have been the one on the 22nd. They actually didn't really tell me. It's weird. They just tell you the date you get the strike. So I went in and I'll have another look today, but we couldn't figure out which video it even was. Plus I talk about so much stuff, as you guys know, on this channel. So I got the, yes, you have a strike and you could appeal it. So I did appeal it, guys. And I thought, oh, this will be a joke. And then, of course, I got back, no, your appeal has been denied. We will demonetize that video. So looks like I won't be getting my $2 for the video. So that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Oh my God. What is with, guys, this censorship and what is going on around the world with YouTube censorship, everyone's censorship, probably be Facebook, Instagram, the whole lot. This is getting crazy. Freedom of speech, as we all know here, is disappearing very fast. We know everybody gets put on the naughty chair, including myself. You guys, your comments, you get blanked out. Catherine, you've been getting blanked out on and off. Louise, Sue, we've all had a turn. I'm sure most of you out there have had a turn, whether it be on my platform or someone else's. And it's getting very, very frustrating. So if I do vanish, probably look for me on Rumble. That would be my advice. But I'm still here at the moment. I'm not going away. We can't just give up that easily, guys, can we? Oh, it is very frustrating. I can feel myself, not now while I'm doing the video, I'm okay, but I was walking around the kitchen before and I could just feel my chest getting tight. I was listening to, I've just forgotten his name. I was watching a YouTube video about the censorship, and you just kind of realize how this division is really still going on, like, because there's a lot of talk still about the right and left agendas, and it can get a little overwhelming. So I could feel my anxiety rising up, but I got a handle on it, and I've got to go paint the house and distract myself today. But I know you guys must be going through this too. We're still feeling that real division. People are just got their heels dug in, haven't they? And all caused by government. As we know on this channel, they are the ones creating it. Classic example is the yes-no vote here that's coming on the 14th of October, guys, in Australia. They had on this morning, there's a no ad campaign running now. They're going to come out with the no ads now, which would be a miracle because all I've seen is yes ads. I told you that. Every night, yes ads on TV, zero no ads. I haven't seen one. But they're bringing out the no ads with that Jacinta Price, and these are Aboriginal people doing the ads. But it's only going to be shown in South Australia. One state. One state. Why isn't it being shown to the whole of Australia? Oh, talk about controlled. But anyway. So I'm working on my anxiety is rising up, and I'm sure that if I'm going through that, that probably means a lot of you guys are going through that too. This process and clown show just goes on and on and on. And it's just, they just won't leave us alone, will they? They don't want free speech. They don't want us to have an opinion. We just all get shut down. Still, 4 years later, we're still getting shut down. And when the narrative is that controlled, there's the people waking up that are no longer denying things. They're still getting only fed the information that the governments want them to get. It's so frustrating. And yet there's all this going on over here. And I think that's what causes that frustration in us, doesn't it, guys? So I'm guessing it's time for me personally, and I'm sure you guys too, to head back to the cave and be the hibernating bears and switch off from all this garbage and nonsense. Otherwise, it starts to consume us again and it drags us like back into it. So we've got to disconnect ourselves from, we've got to unplug from the matrix for a little bit. The other thing is, I saw an ad this morning, guys. Ridiculous. For a movie. Oh, yes. We all talk about movies here and how movies plant a lot of seeds. We know that they do. A lot of messages in movies. We often talk about that. It's called The Creator. Oh, yes. And it's all about AI. Yep. All about AI, robots, all that, and they take over the world and try to destroy the world. So if anyone goes sees that movie, maybe keep us up to date with what other little seeds they're planting in that. So that'll be an interesting movie, AI taking over the world. It sounds like reality, actually, to me. It doesn't really sound like a movie. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Oh, reminder too, guys, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Take from them what you choose. And the other thing is Canada. Oh, yes, we know Trudeau's rolling everything out. He's got it all going on over there in Canada, you poor buggers. And you had a lovely visit, I hear, from Zelensky. Trudeau's giving him another $650 million. Oh, it's so kind and generous of him, isn't it? I'm sure you Canadians wanted to give him that money when you've got people who can't even afford a roof over their head or to feed their kids. That's a great idea, isn't it? So, yeah, just more idiotness and clown show garbage going on. And yes, I did see the dinner between, I'm sure most of you have seen it now, between Chucky and Macron. I think Chucky went and visited France, didn't he? And the dining tables were so lavish, all the crystal glasses and all the food and opulence and wealth just chucked in people's faces. And lots of celebrities there. Did you notice there's lots of celebrities at that big dinner party? So sadly, you know, it's not just us seeing that, guys. It's other people are seeing the extreme wastage of money, you could say. Unbelievable. It's like they're actually putting it in people's faces. They don't even care, do they? It's like they want little people to feel poor. That's how I see it. They're rubbing it in people's faces. And shout out, thank you, John, for your feedback around my financial video. If anyone's looking for that, I have just shot a finance video. It's on as well as my 2024 predictions. I've got part 1 and part 2. And I am going to do a celebrity one at some stage this week. Just for some light relief in all this chaos. So thank you, John, for your financial feedback. I always appreciate that. Okay, I'll close my eyes, guys. I've got some cards as well. Let's get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh, God, they're showing me elbow, which has been new here, is Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister here in Australia. We do use a lot of code names here, but you'll get used to that if you're new. He's leaning on the countertop of a pub drinking a beer like this. He's got like his leaning and he's just drinking beer. He's cool, calm and collected about this yes vote. I think Elbow thinks it's a shoo-in. I think he thinks it's a done deal, done and dusted, and everything's kosher and it's going to go his way. He's looking pretty relaxed about the yes vote now. He's not stressing about it at all. He feels like he's done enough for the campaign with his, well, example, TV ads, street marches. I told you they're door knocking. Yes, I've had 3 pamphlets in my mail. So that means they've probably come to the door. I just haven't been home. So they're door knocking. Yes, door knocking. Like, what even is that? I don't think, personally, I'll be answering the door because I just don't think that's necessary. So I do feel like Elbow is feeling quietly confident. I just hope it isn't rigged. Like I said the other day, guys, I see all the paperwork laid down ready for him to sign all these deals off. They're all land deals. Giving them back to the Indigenous people. But we know that's not where it's headed. And I watched actually an interview of Elbow with this radio guy. It was a big interview about the yes-no vote. And he kept saying, it is not a treaty. It's not a treaty. And his head, I've got to say, he's pretty good at body language. He's been practicing because he was going, no, it's not a treaty, not a treaty. So he's very aware of body language, Elbow. But then they showed, it was a funny video because then they showed all the snippets of all the other people being interviewed around the yes vote who want the yes vote, saying, well, when the treaty, it is about the treaty, and they had about 20 other people saying it's about the treaty. So basically we know it's about the treaty and Elbow's covering it all up. So anyway, we know what good liars they are. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting sushi. Of course I'm getting sushi, which if you are new is Rishi Sunak in England, London, UK. I'm getting that he's really going to start pushing that you're a democracy. It even sounds laughable even saying it, guys, that you are a great democracy, that the UK is democratic. They have, freedom of speech, open voice. If you've got something to say, you're very welcome to say it. This is what Sushi's going to be pushing now, that you're living in a democracy. So he's going to start to plant seeds because he knows there's a lot of doubt now about freedom being taken from people, which is pretty obvious when you're putting in your ULEZ, track and tracing cameras, all this kind of stuff, your 15-minute city trials in Oxford, Sheffield. People are kind of, waking up to the mass control that could be heading their way like a giant tsunami. Well, yeah, Sushi's actually starting to say we're a very democratic society. Yep. He's going to start feeding you total BS because, as you know, anyone living over there, it's just words. It's that blah, 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 blah. It doesn't mean anything. They're just words. It's not actually what people are going to be living over here. They're just things he's saying to, see, Sushi knows it's subliminal. It's in their subconscious mind. All these kind of sayings like, we've always worked together in the past. Let's all work together again to improve our climate. We're a democratic society. We work as one, all this kind of one, joined, everybody's wonderful working together. He's going to push a lot of this. You're going to start hearing this now. But as we all know, it's false. It's not real. It's not the real reality. It's just the empty words. Wah, wah, wah. It's the empty words. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, it's Sushi. They're saying it's the Sushi Smoke and Mirrors show. It's the trickery. It's showing me him like the magician doing all this magic, and then, boom, he lifts the big black sheet or whatever off and ta-da, and there's your 15-minute city, or it's like all done by surprise kind of thing. He's saying like one thing over here, but then the big surprise is really hidden under the big black cape or the big black sheet. He's being a bit of a magician at the moment, Sushi. We might as well put like a top hat on him and one of those magician capes and give him a little tappy wand thing. Because he's trying to be a magician and do things secretly and with illusion and magically. We often talk about the illusionists on this channel, don't we? Well, that's what Sushi's trying to be. He's trying to like, it's sort of like distraction with words, but the real truth is still hidden, which we all know on this channel. So he's being a bit of a magician. He's having to do some magic tricks, because too many people are seeing the garbage and waking up. So it's like he has to hide things again and then just rip off I suppose you could say the Band-Aid. It's like the black cape, and expose it eventually. But he's back to his old magic tricks again where, people might be none the wiser. Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it? For a little man, he comes up with some interesting rollout techniques, doesn't he? And see, Sushi, what I'm getting is Sushi has no trouble staying in his like power mode. He's one of these people who can just switch when he's on the podium or when he's talking or giving a bit of a speech or anything. he can really bung it on. Like, he's very good at drawing people in and making people listen to him. He has this really, it's like a vibrational frequency, the guides are saying. He has this tone that makes people listen. It's very interesting. I must say that that's probably true, because a couple of times I've tapped on anything with Sushi, you do tend to listen because you think, what's he saying? Like, he's very clever in his wording, but he has a way of getting people to listen. I think, see, if you think about it, he's not like, well, we'll use Turdo, which is Trudeau if you're new here. He's not like that. See, when he speaks, he comes across as very arrogant, self-centered, my way or the highway. He just spews it out and spurts it out to the people. Whereas I feel like Sushi has this ability to entice people in. It's a little bit different. He may not have the biggest following and people may love him or hate him or whatever, but he's still, when he speaks, people listen. That's what I'm getting. Well, obviously people listen because they want to know what the hell's going on in their country as well. But I do feel he's got this tone that it comes from a deeper place. It comes from down here in his throat chakra. That's what I'm getting. And the throat chakra has a different vibrational frequency. That's interesting. I haven't even thought about that. Have you guys? He does speak quite deeply, doesn't he? You think about the way people speak. It's very different, isn't it? You think of elbow, hippo in New Zealand. They all, Chucky, I don't know why I'm throwing Chucky in there, but anyway, Chucky, which is King Charles, if you knew, they have different tones. So I do feel like people do listen to Sushi because of his deep tone. It's the vibration of his voice. So sort of people, in a weird way, are receptive to what he's got to say. They do listen. Because, and see, I think the trickery with Sushi is he pretends he is hearing the people. So simply the fact that, was it last week, he pushed those dates out, for example, the renewable dates. I feel, this is just my opinion, he pushed the dates out because there's no infrastructure. We've been saying it on here for ages. Here in Oz, they want to push renewable dates, blah, 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 electric cars, everybody get it. But it's unrealistic. How are you going to have complete charging stations set up all over your country in a really short period? You're not. Plus, you get fightbacks from people, see? So that's why I feel like Sushi, people feel now, sadly, probably not you guys watching my channel because we see through the garbage, but a lot of people feel like, oh, good, Sushi's listening to us by his serious tone. He's taking this very seriously, that it's an unrealistic goal and we're going to have to push it out. But of course, he's only pushing it out because it's an unrealistic goal for the government to reach. They can't achieve these goals. Plus now, as we all know, the cost of living. No one can afford electric cars, solar panels. We keep saying it. So they forgot about that little part. If you're going to rip people off, but if you're going to take people down monetary-wise and push everyone from middle class down to low socioeconomic living, no one's going to have the money to save their planet with their lucky cars and solar panels. It's just not going to happen. So, see, these are things where, you know, for such intelligent people that are rolling out their lovely agenda, they forgot to fill in the blanks of what could happen. What could happen if we can't achieve that goal? What could happen if people stand up and fight back and rip all our cameras down? Blade Runners, for example, in UK, that are taking everything down. It's so awesome. Form of protest, mind you. You know, they forgot to fill in the blanks. But Sushi's got a very, very, it's his voice. People listen to him. And he knows it. He knows it as well. He knows people listen to him. They're two very different people if you do think of Turdo and Sushi, isn't it? It's a good example, the voice tonality. I've actually got a video on voice tonality that I made a long time ago because you can pick a lot up from people, the way that they speak. Now, another example, or yes, just thinking of them, would be Biden, the way that they speak. He stutters, he stammers, he's, depending which doppelganger they've got up, of course. But it's the speech. See, no one feels confident in Biden purely because he shakes, he quivers, he forgets what happened. Then he lies and says someone was in some war, his son, and then he wasn't. And it's a mishmash of words, see? So no one's got confidence in him and what he's saying. That's just another example. All right, let's keep going. Germany is rising. I keep getting it. There's something brewing in Germany. Might be under the surface, but there's people coming together en masse. I really feel Germany's going to fight back. Could be even around strikes, big strikes in Germany, maybe big strikes like factory workers. I'm getting this kind of thing, which in turn would shut down the economy a little bit in Germany. If you've got a lot of big factories, strike could be like, for example, I don't know if they have them, but it could be like car manufacturing where things aren't rolling off the production line. And so it's going to cost Germany money. I do feel like that kind of thing because little people are trying to have a voice in all of this. It's a lot. Lucky I spelt out the other day because I think it was in that video and I was talking about the NAZI friend of mine that grew up there. I don't know if it was that got me the strike. I don't even know. Anyway, so I do feel there's stuff happening in Germany. Fingers that something happens. All right. Oh, did you guys also hear in India they have got a virus going through? Remember I said it like a month or more ago there was going to be mass panic in India? Is it Nepri? There's some sort of virus. I'm sure it's a relative of the CV virus. I don't even doubt it. Another variant. Because they're showing me the gift, you know, the unwrapping of the present, the gift that keeps on giving. There's still much, much more to come. There's more to come in 2024. I am getting there's more viruses, more variants. It's immortal. We know it is. So unfortunately, the boosters will be getting pushed again and again and again and again. Oh God, oh my God. God, I just say to people now, well, where do you think the flu went? I just keep going like, well, where'd the flu go for 4 years? 2 years or whatever it was. It's just, honestly, guys, this is the most frustrating experience we've ever been through, isn't it? You just can't believe people cannot see through the lies and deception. And I'll probably get a strike for saying that. Anyway, YT's censorship is getting really bad, guys. They're taking subscribers, I told you the other day, of people that just have general channels. They're not even talking about, you know, some of the heavy stuff we talk about. Well, not that it's heavy to us. It's like crazy clown show stuff. But they are taking subscribers off everybody, not just issues, you know, that I talk about. They're taking them off people with just general channels or crime channels or everything. It's so weird to me, the control. But see, I guess that's AI, isn't it? They've just got their words locked in and then they just take it off because it said, oh, you can appeal. And then when speaking of, when my letter came back about the appeal and it said, no, we're still going to cancel that or whatever, it said that we had a human read through it. A human even had the word human. As if you still had AI. I felt like writing back. As if you had a human. Why would you need to write the word, we had a human go over it? What is this world going to? I was definitely talking to a robot, wasn't I? Oh my God. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, and that's what the guys are saying. The far right are being taken out of the equation now. We have got, guys, speaking of, the attack on RB brand, Big Russ. I won't say it in case it triggers the algorithm. He's being currently accused of certain things and his channel's been demonetized and all this kind of stuff. I won't be doing a reading on it, guys, because I just can't even go there. It's just too frustrating for me for words because it's another Joe Rogan event. Let's hope it all backfires on them. There's a big show here, and I'm sure you guys are getting them too. We've got a big 60 minutes drama show about it tonight. So I'll watch that, guys, and I'll let you know, what BS will be on that. But can you imagine it'll be just all done one way because it's mainstream media. So I'm guessing they're going to sell it as a very, very bad story. It'll be interesting to see if he actually gets to say anything on it or whatever. They've already been showing highlights of him kissing women and just, how's just the media? Honestly, they drag people over the coals before anything's even come out or there's any proof, or they just destroy people's lives. It's so sad, isn't it? Look at my little channel getting picked on. I don't get it at all. Anyway, let's keep going. Still getting island, fight back stand-ups. Quite volatile. I still got that. I got that the other day. Was it yesterday? About the Molly Top cocktail kind of events. I still feel people are getting pissed and angry in Ireland. It's just what I'm getting. People don't want the garbage that they're being bloody forced to endure. Who wants it? We never asked for it. We never wanted it. We're in for a real battle, guys. We are. Probably not us, because we might hang in the cave like the hibernating bear and stay out of it all, which is the best place to be. But I really feel that this is going to turn into, in 2024, I just feel like this is going to become a big shit show. It is. There's going to be people just protesting, striking, fighting back. But then you're going to have the continuous counter protests. Like, I was telling you that the other day about the counter protesters. You have a protest for this and then they get the counter protest for that. So then they're arguing. So there's more and more of this crazy arguing. That one I saw the other day where she was like, that interviewer, I don't know who she worked for, but it was like she was getting attacked by she was trying to interview the protesters, but then she was getting attacked by the counter protesters. So it all just became chaotic and you couldn't work out what the hell was even going on. So this is a big thing that's going to happen in 2024. All this brainwashing that's going to cause people to rise up in their beast mode, aggression, lots more aggression. I am seeing a lot more of that. If anyone speaks out against anything, of course, even like the yes-no vote here, you're a racist. If you don't like the transgender stuff, you're a racist. So it's all this split and divide, split and divide, split and divide, split and divide, split and divide. That's what I'm getting for next year. It's going to be tons of it. And that's worldwide. That's everywhere. All right. And it's over everything. Over everything. Everything. Oh. All right. I'll keep getting... This for you guys watching my channel. One day we're going to look back and laugh. We are. We're already looking back and laughing, aren't we? We laugh here all the time. That's what I love about our little channel. We do have so many laughs. And I mean, what would you do if you didn't laugh? That's why I always tell you guys to go and watch Clown Planet or Carl Vernon or Aussie Man Reviews even. We need a gut laugh because it's just idiotic, the crap that's being dished out. And the fact that people are falling for it even does our head in even more, doesn't it, guys? But I am getting that we're going to look back and laugh a lot. We are. We're going to laugh a lot at even the thought that some of these things have been tried and attempted to be implemented. It's complete madness, isn't it? So I am getting that. We're still going to be able to look back and laugh. This is even in years to come. See, I know it sounds like there's parts of this agenda that are going to roll out. We know that there will be. There are things that are unavoidable, but parts of it aren't because it doesn't make sense. It's illogical. So I do feel we're going to look back and laugh. You just look back and laugh at even the things that happened during the CV event and you go, what? Like, an example of this was when people would queue up. I used to sit in my lounge room and on TV, they would show people sitting in a queued up line for 6, even more, probably 8 hours to get that swab thing chucked up their nose. And all to get like a negative result because you were going to die on the ground like a zombie. Like, what even was that? That they're just going to become giant memes in the future. That's what the guides are saying. Everything, an example. The Indian moon landing. I know you guys are with me on the same page. It looks straight out of a movie set. Like, what? I don't even know. So we're going to have many, many laughs in years to come. So maybe there's more laughs for us, guys. More things that are coming out. It's just nuts. It is. So we're going to have more laughs in the future. No, well, that's good. It's better than crying and being curled up in the corner in the fetal position and locked in our homes. And that guys keep saying like laughter is the best medicine, which it is. It really is. And I know a lot of you guys are still suffering your ailments and things, but we just keep pushing through, don't we? Get the help you need. Keep laughing because that sends good endorphins, doesn't it, to your body too? Because it tells your body you're in a happy place. I'm getting now a lot of these people that have woken up, that have taken off the bubble denial suits and that are starting to look at the facts now. They're really reaching out for the truth and the facts. I feel like they're really reaching to find out, is this true? Is global warming really happening? You know, this is the kind of stuff that people are starting to question now. It's like I keep saying to you guys, everything just is an extreme disaster, an extreme earthquake, an extreme flooding, extreme catastrophic fires. That's what we're getting told here at the moment. It's going to be catastrophic, you know, bushfire season. Fear, 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 fear. So people are now starting to look into a lot of these things, particularly around climate change, because people are questioning things. See, it's like I told you, I mentioned it ages ago. Remember when we used to get that big thing about the ozone layer and it was the worst thing in the whole wide world and you couldn't use aerosol cans and then they got rid of all aerosol cans. You had to have the pump packs and, you know, it's like, and then that all sort of fizzled and went away and then, well, what happened to that? See, people have memory. They remember these things. So they're kind of thinking, oh, what happened to that? Remember the ozone layer? People think about these things. So now they're reaching out for true facts. People want facts. As to what's really causing it. Oh, does emissions really cause, you know, problems with everything? Like if you're a bloody scientist or something and you know your facts, you're going to think, well, that's kind of weird. And that's what I mean. People are looking out for or reaching out now to get the facts and the information. So it's good because that means people are waking up because they're thinking, that doesn't make sense. Which we've thought right from the very beginning when the jab wheel started. This doesn't make sense. Oh, God. And, of course, they were only showing you, you know, what was happening in Panda, which is the communist country, if you're new here. People dying in the streets and falling over and just feeding the total fear that started the whole ball rolling. All right, guys, we might pull some cards, hey? How about we pull some Oracle of the Hidden Worlds and see what's happening today around the globe. All right. Oh, I've got some sunshine today. I've been painting my house, guys. I know you guys would be going into autumn and winter, a lot of you over there. You'd be getting to the end of autumn. You probably nearly lost all your leaves on your trees. Oh, the healing temple of the lunar light. Life cycles, energy, healing, communication. We've got the waterfall energy there. Life cycles, energy, healing, communication. We are healing. I believe that we're starting to feel a little better with our ailments. Do you guys think that you are? I feel like I am. I'm just pushing through anyway. And if I have a good day, I have a good day. If I have a bad day, I have a bad day. I'm just kind of, you know what I feel like it is, and I'm sure you guys are the same. It's like acceptance of it. It's like acceptance of it. Once you start accepting things, it starts to soften things because it's that resistance. When you're resisting things, you cramp up more in your body and you get more stiff necks, sore backs. So don't resist things. Just go with it. It's about that, getting that flow back in your body. You know, I said I was doing a bit of Qigong. You guys are doing different things as well. Some of you into crystal healing, different things. So just keep that flow. The lunar light. Resurrection. Comeback, rebirth, renewal. Oh, yeah. That would make sense. It's very etheric, that card, isn't it? It's almost like, you look at that, it's like the old building and then it goes into the, what would you call it? And like a, oh, wow, it's just like a lit up temple, isn't it, really? But resurrection, is about being reborn again. Come back, rebirth, renewal. Again, it's about our bodies being reborn, the caterpillar into the butterfly. We talk about that all the time here. Us rising again from a caterpillar into the butterfly and flying away, flittering away, and seeing things from a new perspective. If you think of a caterpillar, he can only really crawl around on a leaf or the ground or up branches. But you think of a butterfly, it can take off. It can flitter around and go everywhere, anywhere at once. Land on a tree branch, up high, fly through the air. Very different perspective, isn't it? Oh, open like the lotus. Flowering spirit, revelation and maturity. I love the lotus image because the lotus always grows out of the icky mud. It's like this absolutely beautiful flower that just emerges out of the mud. And to me, that always represents coming out of the darkness and into the light and blossoming into who you really are. I love the lotus card. It's on the front of my girlfriend's book, isn't it? Finding Stillness by Liliana Riven, if anyone would like to look into that on Amazon. Thank you, guys. You've always, a lot of you have supported Liliana by buying her book. So open like the lotus is the message today. I'll also pull a couple of awakening cards from that Ginny, that local person that lives not far from here, actually. Let's see what we get from Ginny. She has the eagle energy, guys, because we always get the eagle energy here. I know a lot of you love songs with eagles. We get a lot of songs with eagles. Revision, my energy flows freely. Yeah, that's how we heal. It's acceptance and just allow. Oh, I've got paint on my hands. Sorry, guys. I've got paint everywhere. My energy to flow freely. Revision. It's like almost having a bit of a sleep, really, isn't it? And thinking back. And you know, it's interesting, that card, because yesterday I was so tired, guys. I was so tired after I'd been painting the house and everything. And I came inside just to have a half-hour rest. And I know you guys are the same because you get tired with your ailments and aches and pains and things too. And I was laying there and I read a bit of Liliana's book, actually, about finding stillness. And I couldn't quite... I put it down and I wanted to have a rest, but I couldn't. And I thought, I'm going to do a little hypnosis video. I'm really big on Paul McKenna. I think he's from the UK. Oh, it was so good. I just remember it was only a 20-minute, half-hour one on YouTube. And it felt like I'd been asleep for 12 hours. I woke up totally refreshed. So don't forget a little bit of a hypnosis, guys, too. It can be quite refreshing. And he puts in subconscious messages in your mind. I did it was a 7-day one I did, but there's ones on confidence, self-esteem, how to improve your life, things like that. So look up Paul McKenna. He's very, very good. Do a 20-minute one today and it really re-energizes you. I woke up really refreshed and then I went out and finished cleaning the shed and, think about things like that. They go into your subconscious mind as well. Especially when you're feeling really drained and tired. Sometimes you just need something to give you that little bit of a lift. Boundaries. I'm powerful and protected. So stay in your power. We've got all the chakras there. Boundaries. And again, that's about protecting yourself from other people's energy is how I see that card. I'm powerful and protected. And we do get guided by our guides as well. Remember that, guys. They guide us in a form of protecting us too. So you have to listen to your guidance, your gut instincts, your intuition. So stay in your cave. That's a good way to protect yourself. And sometimes that's about like going and having that little nap. That's like going into your cave too. I used to have a friend of mine who, she was a bit older than me, and she'd go, I've got to go get him a basket, like the cat basket, and curl up and have a cat nap, which I thought was always really cute too. Body's wisdom. I honor the wisdom of my body. Aww. So that to me, that card, it's got flow in it. You think of the water all around her, and she's in the like yoga position, meditating. But to me, I honor the wisdom of my body, meaning I listen to my body. When my body tells me that's enough, I stop. When my body tells me to go, I go. That's what we were just talking about with our ailments. You have a good day, a bad day, just do what you can. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Your body tells you what you're capable of and, how far you can push things And your body does tell you a lot. You know, if you think of intuition and your sixth senses, that's kind of in your gut, isn't it? And like I was saying before about this left-right business that's all going on in the division, I was really feeling it in my chest. My anxiety was really up, which is kind of interesting because I don't like going back to those feelings. And that's when you've got to like breathe or calm yourself down. You know, maybe that's why we're getting that card too, is you've got to kind of distract your mind as well and keep busy and get creative too. So I'll probably go and paint outside today. I'll feel like I've achieved something and it'll distract me. I'll feel like I'm actually got my mind on something else other than worrying about my strike on YouTube and all that. Oh, isn't that funny that my voice just... See, our voices are being shut down. That's interesting how my voice just disappeared then when I used the word strike on YouTube. Oh, God, I'm so over it, as you guys probably are as well. All right, let me see if there's anything else to close with today. Oh, and Jen actually left. Oh, I've got to tell you guys about it. I haven't forgotten, Jen. How to refresh your pages if your YouTubes are buffering. I'll jot that down and I'll let you guys know tomorrow what you can do to refresh like your page, isn't it, Jen? Something about you going to the, what do you call it? Anyway, I'll jot it down. I'll tell you guys tomorrow if you're having trouble with my videos buffering. Okay, hang on. Let me see if there's anything else to close with. Oh my God, I'm getting this song. It's so weird. We get such random things here. I'm getting that song, I'm going on a bear hunt. I'm going on a bear hunt. It's going to be a big one. Because we're the hibernating bears at the moment, us BS detectors, Braveheart, biker, freedom fighter, rebels, we're going to have to manifest a teddy bear or a bear of any sort, which shouldn't be too hard. That's a pretty common one. I am getting bear. Because we're going on a bear hunt. Going on a bear hunt. What's it all mean? But I am getting that song. It's like a kid's song. What the hell? Hang on a minute. And I'm getting this message for us guys to channel our inner freedom. And the guides are saying to me that freedom comes from within. Freedom is from within. And we've talked about this before a long time ago, guys, isn't it? That you find freedom within. It doesn't matter where you are. I think it's something that Eckhart Tolle talks about a lot too. He always talks about it doesn't matter where you are. You can still find that inner peace and freedom, whether you're in a jail cell, whether you're sitting out on a park bench. He talks about that a lot. If any of you follow Eckhart Tolle, he's absolutely brilliant. The guides are also saying you've got to find that freedom within. Freedom starts from within. So even when, for example, we went into lockdowns and we were all being shut down, our voices and all this kind of thing, we still have freedom. It's again that Braveheart message that Mel Gibson says again. You know, they can take our lives, but they can't take our freedom. It's because freedom is within. I hope that makes sense to you guys. But that's the message I'm getting. Freedom is within. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. Freedom is a feeling. Wow, that's something to think about, isn't it? Hang on. And of course, I've got to get the song by Prince, When Doves Cry, meaning white doves, because it represents freedom. We know that white doves, isn't that why they let them go at weddings and things? And it just represents peace, freedom. So I'm getting that song, When Doves Cry. Hang on, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, and of course, I'm going to finish today. We've had this song before as well. Take these broken wings. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again and learn to live so free. when you hear the voices sing. I don't know the rest of the ones. You know the song that I mean anyway. Take these broken wings. Oh, that's a great song, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to leave you with that song today because it's all about feeling free inside in here. I've got to work on that. My chest is so tight today. I'm going to go and free myself. I might do another Paul McKenna today. I might even listen to an Eckhart Tolle while I'm painting the house. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, everybody. Please subscribe if you are new. Hit the like buttons and please feel free to comment down below. Hopefully, fingers, I get your comments because we know YT takes them away and then can bring them back at a later date. So apologies if I don't reply. It's just I haven't seen your comment. I always reply to the ones that I can get to and find. All right, have a great Sunday and a great weekend and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye.